It might be a brand new week on Southland Sport, but it's the same old story for the Highlanders that made far too many errors to be competitive with the Brumbies over the weekend. An outfit that looked close to their best. And it was the same story for all the New Zealand franchises except the Blues, who put together a nigh-perfect game to blow the Hurricanes away. Surely Stephen Luatua and Charles Piutau are now in the All Black frame, if not before. Poor execution on attack cost the Chiefs any chance of testing the Reds. A great defence by the Force and a muddling Crusaders performance decided that match. The Sharks ran out of luck trying to win games without scoring tries, and they didn't. A late drop kick left the Rebels embarrassed after a stirring comeback, and the Bulls brought an end to the Cheetahs' halcyon run over recent weeks.
Well, Scott, I know the fans are just expecting this team to win any time now, but it didn't look likely today.
No, we didn't get the start we wanted. 10-0 down after 5 minutes wasn't the way we planned to start. And then the Brumbies are an extremely organised side, and I think you're right. We found it hard to crack through that. And they're extremely quick on the ball, which tend to slow down our quick pace ball. I thought our forwards did extremely well. We wanted to play a little bit tighter and go on the inside of them, and our forwards just did not stop trying. And they got, every now and again we got some breaks. But yeah, the Brumbies covered the field really well, and when we decided to go to our backs, they had a lot of numbers on us.
Yet again, when the calls are 50-50, they don't fall your way, because if Jose had been given that try, who knows what momentum that may have offered.
Yeah, exactly. It would have been very timely, and I think you're right, it would have given us an extra little push there.
Let's talk about a couple of positives. Hayden Parker, boy, that guy's got a lot of heart.
Yeah, he showed that since he first came into the camp last year, and he's like I said to him today that he's been waiting, he's been listening, he's been watching, he's been learning a hell of a lot, and it was his turn today, and I was extremely proud of his effort.
And inside him for Miyake, it's his first start, and he looked confident.
Yeah, he did. So they've got a good combination and understanding together, and we wanted to use that, and I thought they played really well and they directed the team well.
Should have mentioned too TJ Ioane. I thought his work rate was very high. He doesn't have a lot of game time. Yeah,
phenomenal. I thought he had a great game today, a hell of a lot of carries and a lot of support, and he actually had a good wee competition with Brad Thorne, I thought, to who could do the most work rate, so it was good to see.
Plagued by handling errors though, we can't seem to shake that habit.
And I think combination of two things, guys tend to go into their shell a little bit and or try too hard, and we just got to find that balance to get our game going.
What are you using for motivation now, Scott? I think we're resigned to the fact we're not playing finals football, but also so what gets the team up?
To be honest, we don't need to use a lot. This group of men are outstanding. They hurt, and they're hurting now, but come next week, they flush that pretty well, and the leaders do a good job, and we work hard as a management to get them in the right frame of mind. But every week, come game time, these guys are in exactly where they want them to be, and they come out and they try.
Well, Stephen, mission accomplished. Started well, took control of the game, never let go.
Yeah, we wanted to start well. We knew it'd be a fast-paced game, and it was. So pleasing to come away with a win. We needed it.
Last couple of weeks, I thought you were a little bit off colour. The Brumbies much more structure today.
It was important for us to bounce back with a good performance tonight. We knew the Highlanders were going to be desperate, and they were, and the boys stood up, and it was really pleasing to win.
Your chase line's very effective, isn't it? You're continually putting the opposition under pressure.
Yeah, we spoke a lot about defence during the week being really important this week, and I think that was the basis for our win, just defending well, defending together, and putting them under pressure, and I thought we did that really well.
Could you find a weakness in your game today? Because everything was pretty much up to par.
Oh, look, I think we would have liked to get 4 tries. That would have been probably the perfect result for us, but I think if you said to come over and get 4 points, we would have taken it any day.
Just talk about a couple of individuals. Henry Spate, there's a classic case of when you move to a different franchise, your whole game can grow.
Oh, look, the guy's an absolute handful. Anytime he gets the ball, he's been fantastic for us on the wing, scored a lot of tries and almost always beat the first defender. So we're very lucky to have him. He's playing really well.
And when you lost Pocock early, people said you'd be vulnerable. I think a certain Smith has disproved that.
Yeah, the timing was perfect, wasn't it? Obviously very disappointing to lose Pocock, but George was there to step in, and we're just very lucky to have a guy like that to take the reins. And the guy's a legend around the Brumbies, obviously. Played there for a long time, so it's great for the young guys at the club to be playing alongside him.
You seem to have a very good balance in the side, sort of even talent throughout.
Yeah, look, we worked on our culture, I guess, a lot during the off-season and spoken about what we want to work hard on, and we want to do it together. And we've got some really good discipline in our group, and I think that's transferring to our performances. So it's really pleasing to be where we are at this stage of the season, but we know that there's a lot of work ahead, and we've got a massive game next week against the Reds, and that's going to be a real pivotal point in our season.
But they're just starting to chase you down a little bit, aren't they? So you can't rest on your laurels.
No, absolutely. Look, they got Genia back and Horwell back, and these guys are key for them. So they've got a big game tomorrow against the Chiefs, and we'll be watching that with interest. And we'll go up there to Brisbane next week and give it everything.
Is it fair to say I think the Brumbies are playing like they did of old when they sort of so dominant for a while?
Look, I think it's early to say that. We've had a good start to the season. That's all it is at the moment. We're working really hard to improve our game. We just want to be consistent every week, and it's something we've really put a lot of emphasis on, and hopefully we can keep doing that throughout the season, because it's a long season and there's still a lot of water to go under the bridge there before the finals. So that's certainly a goal of ours, but we know there's a lot of hard work ahead.
Well, Hayden, all the media want to talk to you. The autograph hunters are out there. You must have had a good game.
Yeah, no, it was very good to get out there and get a crack at it. It's been pretty nervous last couple of days, waiting for the opportunity, but yeah, really proud to get out there and have a crack. Unfortunately, we didn't get the win, but yeah, it was good to get a start.
And how nervous were you with that first shot at goal?
Yeah, I was hoping for one a bit closer than that, to be honest. But yeah, to get it over, and that sort of probably settled me down a wee bit and got me into the game, so it was probably quite a good thing in the end.
And the fact that you helped keep the team in the game would have been a boost to your confidence?
Yeah, I mean, we were always sort of behind, and it always felt like we really need this kick, and to get them over is always nice.
Did you feel you were ever getting closer to them though? It was a struggle, wasn't it?
No, we let them away to that early lead, and we came back into the game, but then another soft try, and ever since then, I suppose after half time, we came out and never really got back into them, and we were sort of playing catch up for most of that second 40 really.
It's good to see you take the ball to the line though. You were quite happy to have a crack a few times.
Yeah, they sort of had pretty good line speed out wide, and tried to rush Ma'a quite a lot, I think, and made it quite difficult to get it wide. So ended up sort of probably more forced to carry a few times when I probably didn't want to. But yeah, so it's a learning curve and something to build on.
I see you had to take a kick off and then a hit up. The first fives aren't supposed to do that.
Yeah, no, I wasn't ready for that. I was looking around for someone else to take it, but yeah, there was no one there, so I thought I'd better get in there and tidy it up.
And obviously the coaches enjoyed what you were doing, because you didn't get hooked, did you?
Yeah, I suppose if they don't pull you, you're obviously doing something right. So yeah, no, I was pleased to get 80 minutes.
Crack at the Crusaders, that would be a nice thing. I think you've earned a start there.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. We'll find out later in the week, I suppose. But yeah, no, it'll be good to get up there and give those guys a crack. They've always been sort of the benchmark for a while now, so yeah, it'll be good to test ourselves against them.
The Brumbies now alone on top of the Super 15 table, the Chiefs and Sharks staying in the first three despite losses. The Reds get better by the week, and their position on the ladder reflects that. The Hares split in favour of the Cheetahs, staying top six ahead of the Bulls and Hurricanes on equal flag points. The Crusaders have cause for concern as they continue to slide. Meanwhile, the Force enjoy the dubious privilege of now being the best of those without finals hope. In the New Zealand Conference, the Chiefs are now under pressure from the Blues but enjoy a 2-win gap back to the others. The fact the Crusaders now need a 5-point haul next week is simply bad news for the Highlanders. In Oz, the Reds are breathing down the Brumbies' neck with a clash between them in Brisbane now possibly deciding who tops the entire standings this time next Sunday. The Waratahs need to make every post a winner, but that's highly unlikely on what we've seen so far. The Sharks dropping points to the Bulls was by no means fatal, as their nearest rivals, the Cheetahs, also faltered, but it does let the Stormers back into contention to win this conference, though only a long shot from here. The Kings have 2 more wins than many thought they'd achieve, but remain bottom nevertheless.